that if you don't control this your messianic mentality, you want to save this, you want to save that, you may lose your life or lose everything you have. When did that come to you? Or, here, I think I have a caller, by the way. I have a caller whose network is currently not connecting. So I'm going to ask you to please call back. Okay. That number seems to be calling from Nigeria, by the way. So if you are that person, somehow your network is it's not it's not picking up. Now, what you have is that you don't really have to faragun per se, okay? Share your story, your experience, and even if you are currently still experiencing it and you don't know how to get out of it, call in, share that with us. Somebody is going to pick up on your story as well, and you are going to be saving lives because you are not alone. I have somebody on the line. Hello there.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good
There, afternoon here.
afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I am
Been a
very
while.
well. Oh. Is that Air Force One or so?
Yeah, me too, Kinja, sir.
Good. Sorry, I was gonna keep it anonymous. I don't really want people to say their name if they don't want to, but I just couldn't help it when I heard your voice. So the conversation tonight, you have heard me if you have started with us earlier, sir, right? And it is about the
yes, I saw that. Yeah.
We want you to tell us and share your own experience as brief as you can.
Yes.
Share you get, and then yes, over to you.
Okay, so I think my story. When I left Nigeria, I was in nursing school. I think I was going to year 2 when I won lottery and I came over here to US. So, but back then, being the firstborn of the family, so much responsibilities. In fact, I told my mom when I was leaving, I said, I'm just going for them. I'm going for the family. I didn't even know what I was saying back then, you know. So I got in here for the past, maybe roughly since 2007 till 2014 or 2015. I lived my life for them, as in everything I had. I don't have single, like I didn't have anything.
So what do you mean by you lived your life for them? So what were the things that like the abuse or like just describe that, yeah.
So back then, so that time I have a couple of sisters in university, so I fund their bills, pay their tuitions, accommodations every year till they graduate from that. I mean, from the universities.
Right.
Then, include my parents. At some point, I bought a car here. It's a luxurious car that I bought it here, and the purpose was for me to send it to them, and they sell the car and use that money to continue to, fund their education for those last two sisters that I had. So, well, I did that for them. And this time that I'm doing that, sending, like for you to buy a car here back then and send it over to for that purpose. My colleagues here, they were sending it for business purpose that they will sell it, bring back their money and buy another one.
Hmm.
So, but at the end of the day, to cut the long story short, I had to move from that state I was living to another state. And when you move and you relocated, it's like you are starting all over again.
Hmm.
So I came there, started this time around 2015 I got married. So no, 16 I got married. So it was my wife and I that we moved. So we moved to where we are right now, started our life all over again. So I was in a very financial constraint that I can't do or even give anyone anything like before. So you get now, but you will hope that people you've been doing stuff for before now, before that period, they should understand.
You see, what I'm going to try to ask again here, I mean, what I'm going to ask you quickly is this. You spent 7 years, which means every extra money after all your bills to care for your family and as expected, right? 7 years after, that was like you now having to start your own life all over. again.
All over again. In fact,
So
when I met
you
my
want to say
wife,
something about the
I can't.
financial constraints because now you have your own family now, immediate family.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So what now makes
So
you
I have
feel
man.
like? What now make you feel like more? So the whole 7 years that I did back then is almost like nothing now since I can no longer do it anymore. Do you feel like that? What
In
make you
fact,
feel like it's almost
in fact,
nothing?
I was like to them, I haven't done anything.
Is that what
Not
it has
even I
come to?
was like
Yeah.
to them. In fact, yeah, one of them told someone that I know very well. That's what have I done for them? I haven't done anything for them.
Hmm.
And so right there, that minute, I had to change my mindset. Like, you know what? I need to live for myself because when I other than probably having a job and getting paid every 2 weeks, I don't and have a car, savings, babu, nothing. I don't have when I met my wife.
Hmm.
I don't.
So
Investment, I don't.
all your 7 years labor, you couldn't really have anything to show for it yourself, other than to say, I helped
Sir,
my family, I invested on them. But personally, you couldn't have you don't have anything to show for it, you mean?
I don't.
Hmm.
Anything to show for myself at that period of time, I don't have anything to show for myself. Like, and I was thinking, like I've sacrificed a lot for them. They should understand that little period when
You can't
financially I
really
am
build yourself. Hmm.
not myself. And so that is when I even hear all sort manner of stories. In
Hmm.
fact, there was a day they called me like a meeting, trying to tell me how much I make per pay period. That is every 2 weeks,
You have to tell them how
converting it to
much you are
naira.
making.
That if I make this much of money, why can't I be giving them certain amount? And I knew right there that, oh boy, yeah, 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 yeah. You need to change your, not like,
You
go
have to
back
start
for you
thinking
say,
about yourself now, or else.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
Uh, because if anything should happen and they send me back to that place that I came from,
So
this
now let me
one's,
ask you this final one before I take another call, okay? So from that
yes.
2016 to 2023,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now that you have
Yeah.
cut down
Mm-hmm.
your black tax, have you been
Mm-hmm.
able to see the
Mm-hmm.
difference yourself? Like you can say, well,
I
this is
have.
me now, like in all
I,
honesty, compared to then.
I have. I have. I have. I have, even though I should have even been in a better place, but still, I thank God that I have what I've accumulated is even
Hmm.
far better than back then. So,
So do you
in fact,
personally
not
believe
that,
now, from your own experience, do you personally believe uh, the mentality of us saying we want to lift our family out of poverty the way we normally think it? Do you still believe that is practicable in this?
sir, see, it is, I would say, uh,
Like
if someone want to do that,
can any individual lift anybody out of
like,
poverty?
yeah, for example now, let me, when you started this, the story today of Mikhail,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything like that. And I don't know, maybe it's going through anything. I'm just hearing it for the first time from you.
Hmm.
But my thing is, somebody like Mikhail, we know that one is rich anyways. But even for him to do that much that he did, and everything still turned out to be that way, I will just boycott those families and be on my own.
Some people said that too. But I'll take another one. Let's hear from
I
others,
will.
eh? Baba.
I will, Baba.
Thank you so
Thank you, sir.
much. Okay. So the line is still there. Just dial it. It's on your screen. That one that is scrolling there, okay? Share your own experience. We have a very long night tonight. Yeah, don't mind. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I can't believe I can't believe I can't believe I got you today.
I mean, there's always
Wow.
going to be a first time. And guess it's
Right,
not that
right,
busy
right,
yet.
right,
So
right.
So we are sharing our
Mayegun.
experiences when it comes to the black tax, and then good or bad, we want you to, tell us your own experience.
Yeah, I was so excited when you bring up this topic yesterday, and I said I'm going to try all my possible best to, because I've not spoken out. I'm
Hmm.
still feeling the pain in my heart. Like every day, I feel the pain,
So
but I don't
sorry.
know who
Please
to explain
share.
to.
Uh-huh. I mean, you can keep names out of it, by the way, just so you know, okay? But because of what it
Yeah.
is, you know what I discovered as well, sir, right? I discovered that if we
Hmm.
could have an extensive conversation around this, a lot of people are going to get so much therapy about their experience
Yeah,
just watching this tonight. A lot of people are
you
going to
are
get so
you
much
are very
relief.
right.
So I want to hear you
You
if you
are
don't mind, Baba.
yes. Okay.
Hmm.
It goes like this. I was I went to Ogun State University. I even lived in Ijebu.
Hmm.
So whenever you say Ijebu, I like, God damn, I
Hmm.
lived in Ijebu. I
This
lived
is
in
where I
Owu.
lived. You actually, yeah. Go, Baba.
Yeah, that's what he understands. So
Hmm.
when I left Nigeria,
Hmm.
that was in 2014, it was horrible for my family. I
Really
lost my
sorry.
mom when I was in school,
Hmm.
and my mom was like the breadwinner of the family, and we lost her so bad on breast cancer, and it was terrible for me.
Really sorry, man.
And cut the story short, I left, and I know how horrible it was when I left. So all my mind was like, let me come up here,
Mm-hmm.
and anything I can gather, I will make sure that nobody suffers no more.
We all love that. Hmm.
Nobody, because the kind of suffering that we went to, I can see it. I still see it in my father's eyes every day when I was in America. So after 2 years that I came to America, I was lucky enough, and I made some money, and I was lucky enough. I got a good job,
Right.
and my father started, because when I was back in Nigeria, we had a business that
Hmm.
we do, the haulage business, like transportation.
Right. Right.
So my father started that. There's this transportation that we had to get into. I said, Daddy, are you sure that this transportation is good? Yeah, I was convinced. Everybody convinced me.
At least from
My
experience.
ego,
Hmm.
my ego,
Baba.
my ego.
Baba.
I was, I had like $30,000 in my account.
Wow. In
I'm
two
just
years
telling
of being
you,
in
I
the
had like,
US, I can only imagine how kind of thrift you have
I
been
was,
to save such money. Go on,
my
Baba.
God,
Hmm.
I was everywhere.
Hmm.
I was everywhere. And I pulled out 20,000. I'm talking about 2016, when money was still like
Baba.
$400 to change a dollar,
Hmm.
400 naira to change a dollar. I pulled out 20,000.
Hmm.
I bought like three luxurious buses.
Wow.
And after the three luxurious buses, oh, three is still small. Let's buy like two more, and all that, and all that.
Hmm.
And I went ahead. The one that like made me understand that what I was putting myself into was nothing is this.
Hmm.
My people bought a luxurious bus without no engine, no tires, just regular, nothing inside.
Scrap.
Almost scrap, almost 10 million naira. And then fix it with almost 12, almost 5 to 6 million naira. That's when I knew I was in trouble.
They were started building cars for you. They started building the
That's what I'm
luxurious
saying.
buses.
It was terrible.
Oh my
Apart
goodness.
from that, I have siblings that, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I give them money. And the funnest part is that when you give them money, nobody talks to you. I will call and say, show me that thing that I gave you money to do. They won't pick my call no more.
Hmm.
Some of them are running away from call. I started a restaurant for my sister, which I spent close to 7 million naira. Till today, she don't talk to me no more, because
Wow.
I was asking for the money, and I was like, because I started it in August, in October By November, they closed down the restaurants and told me that there's no more market. I, I'm telling you, when I was doing this, I was still paying his children's school fees. I paid from their high school, from the beginning of their high school till they even take WAEC, NECO. I was paying. Paying that money is sometimes when I pay, my sister don't pay the school fees. He will eat the school fees, and the school start calling me themselves,
Again.
and then I will ask somebody else here to help me pay. So let's go back to the business. So this business was up and running for 2 years. I was here. So I decided to go home 2021. No, 2021. Yeah.
After COVID.
I said, after COVID. I wanted to go before COVID, but COVID came and I had to cancel because there was no movement. And after COVID, I went home. I opened a company's account. Everything fixed. And I called. I said, okay, put the money that you guys have made for the past 4 years of this business. What I saw in the account was 220,000 naira.
Jesus Christ. All investment gone down the drain here now.
I was confused. For a whole year, I was confused.
Oh my God.
I don't know where to start from.
So going back to the US, it's like going back empty-handed, outbroken, and all that.
Till today, I've not recovered because I have so many things that I like. Let's say every month now, I run a credit of close to like 1,600 apart from my bill. Just because I was fortunate that I had a job in a bank, so I have a way to borrow money
and just pay back with from your earnings again.
With my yes, and I don't have to. They had to take it out from my earnings every month.
Yeah.
So now I'm indebted to the bank. I cannot move to anywhere. I have to stay there to make sure I pay up the debt.
All of that before you can do anything again. God damn it. Do you know that this story you just shared right now, I can promise you this. More than half of those who are watching us right now are possibly suffering the same, just exact same. Now, going back to where your first dream, when you landed in the US, nobody in my family will suffer again. And it was an opportunity to say, I want to build a very stronger, closer, healthier family, with my siblings. Now, 2016 to 2023, 7 years, see all that has happened. If somebody now asks you, how far with that dream? How far with that your dream?
I would not. Let me break your heart.
Quickly.
You know that family now. My dad that I started with that business with, I still feed him every month. I still pay him alawi every month. That business was dead and buried. I decided to sell all the trucks that we had that I bought. You know, Nigeria. Once you put that thing out, they tell you that it's crap. It's crap.
Even the person that built it for you, that will tell you that if they built them from Germany, they cannot be better than this. If that same person, you go back to him and say, "Yeah, come and buy this thing you built," he will tell you, we cannot buy. You see, I cannot pay you money. Say, but you are the one who built it now. Say, no,
you will not pay you the money back. Most of them will sell like 800K. Some of them will sell like 1 million. That you cannot even think about it. I was crying every day, like I was confused. And the funniest part is that to break your heart, I did not make a mention of this to my wife. It was when he messed up. That's when my family got involved. Till today that I am, my wife don't have that trust in me with anything about how to invest money. When I talk about it, she like, no, don't even go there because it's waste. It's waste.
I'm
Baba,
so sorry, man.
it is waste. I got to the
Because as
extent
you are
that
talking here right now, somebody is packing his bag right now in Nigeria. The family is telling him bye-bye. And we are counting on you. We are praying for you. He's dreaming to land in America tomorrow morning, okay? And get his job. And within 6 months, begin to take that family out of poverty. They are watching and listening to you. That's why I said, share your story, Baba.
Oh, no. I won't. See, every day I still get mad. Every day I wake up, I get mad. But there's nothing I can do about it.
There's nothing you can do about it anymore.
There's nothing, because
but the PTSD,
it's too close.
The heartbreak, the disappointment.
It will never fade away. It has never faded away, because I'm still telling you that till now, I'm still paying the debt. I have to pay the debt and also run my own family down here. And so people are still there telling you that Baba, you didn't do anything for me. What did you even do for me? How much did you even give me? You understand?
That's what they are saying now. Some of them are because you are no longer saying take anymore. So all of that's gone. What are their current well, you've told me your sister doesn't even talk to you anymore.
Till now, for more than 2 years now, because she don't want to explain to me how did the 7 million naira that I used to open a restaurant, how did it go? We're not talking about 7 million of this
time.
We're talking about
it's like talking about it's like talking about 35 million, 40 million of this time. This value of this time.
Wire. That's what they did to me. Wire. Before I know it, it be like saying now they put Chocomilo for my eye. I cannot see no more.
They no put Chocomilo, Baba. You told yourself, Baba, and it was a great dream. If I get to US, waiting my family and my eye don't see for this country. Baba God, if I enter this country, I swear to God, nobody go see that thing again in my family. You are not wrong. It's called black tax.
I wanted to set up the business. I wanted to put down that business for everybody to survive.
We all have that same aspiration.
They form my hand. They scatter my mind. Like now, to even give anybody, I see, they call me now Mr. Blocker. They block Shege. You call me one time, you will not receive, you will not come, you will not get me again.
Rightly
you call me one time, you will not get me again.
Rightly
There's no need. There is no need. It was a flop.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
It is heartbreaking.
I know. Thank you so much for sharing, by the way. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy. I'm happy that I talked to you today.
I mean, you feel better too. I'm glad that one thing now is that you have handled it. Now you know better. It now means that if you have to help anybody at all, like you said, right, they will have to come from a place of convenience now, not a place of emotion, family, blood, or this or that anymore.
No more.
Baba. Stay safe. Say me well to
Thank
madam
you so
too.
Much.
Nice one.
I will.
Yes,
I will.
Baba.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. When people share their own experience, you sit down there and you'll be like, if I tell them my own story, pick up the phone and call us in and share this. A lot of people who are in these same shoes are watching, and I bet it you have no idea of people say how much people you are actually, or how many people you are actually helping by sharing. And even if it's good one too, share with us. It's not always going to be dark gloom. I have a call, I think. Hello.
Maigon.
Sir.
Thank you. As you cannot thank enough.
Thank you, sir.
If we all talk about what our job done to every single one of us in this country, it's ridiculous. So everybody will share their experience, and we just look at it. Do we still need to be putting our money in that country? Because we all have this mindset of, okay, let me help the little one I can help. Just elevate them a little bit.
Yes.
Do you know when I got to this country, 2009,
Wow.
I was lucky to get a job at the telecommunication place where they refurbish a cell phone.
Oh.
The money I was making then,
Baba.
I can only pay my bill. I can't even send them money.
Hmm.
You know, so I only did that job for only 3 months, my ego.
Hmm.
Do you know what I eventually did? With all my certificate and everything, I have to drop that certificate. When my family at home was calling that we need help, now this is all our expectation from you now. Do you know I had to end up driving a taxi in the city of Tennessee
just to meet up the black tax that you couldn't fulfill?
Meet up with them. You know, I couldn't know where to start from. So I was like, what can I do for me to meet up, pay my bills, live a better life here, and help these people? You know, I used to have an office in a computer village before I moved down here.
Right.
I computer in UK, send the computers to them in the office because I have guys, we used to run the business together.
Right.
Do you know when I use my own money now to buy computer, send it to them? When they sell it, they take their own cut. I take my own capital, I use in making the money. Business. These people will sell the computer. They will send the money back to UK. Use my own money to do business like 3 or 4 times before the money get back to me. I was not in the Ikeja. I was paying rent, paying light bill, paying security.
For those who are using the office. And you're also using your own money from the one you made from the US,
my
right?
Own money
to run
the business.
Okay, I'm with you.
You know, so all this now, when you get to a point, along for they did that business almost 27 million naira.
Wow.
They did not settle the other guy. Then that was the guy that called me. Mugun MB by you, one confession, Mugun, you won't send the way to UK, but I love your computer to send the NEO. You know, I was shocked. Next available flight, Morelo, Delta Airline, Nemora. I flew to Nigeria 3 days later. I went down there. I can see it myself. So you guys been lying to me all this while. I was thinking I was helping you guys. That was by the way. My immediate brother himself, I put that man on allowance every single month for the past 15 years. That man is sick. I was paying his hospital bill. I thought I was doing a favor by sending money to him. Okay, this is for your hospital bill, this for this, this for that. Do you know for all straight year, the man did not go to the hospital?
And he was collecting
even the money I was
medical allowance.
Even the money I was giving to him now to take care of himself, he merged together with the money I was giving to him for upkeeping. He said, well, I just figured out it's just a normal money. I mean, so when he got sick, when his sickness get deteriorated now, it was also admitted to the hospital. But if this guy was taking care of himself, why did they have to admit him in the hospital?
It won't pile up like that, okay?
It won't pile up. That was the reason why we did that. You know, at the end of the day, we come back together and he apologized. And I told him, well, I'm sorry. What I can do to you now, look for a business that you can do. I don't want to keep giving you money anymore. Let me just invest in you so we don't have to do that. Do you know I send money to my brother, Maego? Not just ordinary money, a substantial amount of money to go to start up a business. Do you know my brother took 10% out of that money to go and give to his pastor?
Your money.
And I told him, I already paid tax here before I send you the money. You go and give the pastor the same money. The money did not last 3 months, Maego. This man was just enjoying. So just like everybody is saying, there's no way you can elevate someone out of poverty.
Especially if they are mentally okay where they are. You cannot say you want to lift any.
So this same guy now, when I said the way he did the business, and I called him, I said, how is the business going? He said, well, what you from low now? Why are you asking me about what I do with it? Okay, if that's the case. Don't want you to call my phone anymore. It's okay. You know, a lot of stuff to share about. Let me just give other people a chance to.
Thank you so much for sharing this. You know, nobody should have that mentality that they can lift anybody out of poverty if they don't want to live in poverty.
Because the more you do,
they will drag you
end
into
up
it.
Like, what have you done? You know. So,
well, thank you very much, sir.
You, and thank you for this platform.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Bless you along. You see, there are so many people who have a PTSD of what we are just discussing here. And I'm happy that people are sharing their experiences. These are real life experiences. And you can hear people are telling you about even family members, your father, your mom, you will hear a story tonight. Hang on. Here. Hello there.
Hi, Maigu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller. I have been wanting to call you. This is a fortune.
And I'm glad you finally made it tonight, sir.
Yeah, my name is I'm Dr. James Francis.
Hi,
I'm calling from Australia.
That's great.
I'm calling from...
Thank you, sir. Go on.
Yeah, I won't want to take much of your time. My voice is a bit crooked because I'm just waking up.
If you are even lying down or so, it's gonna be like that, you know. But take your time, okay? Take your time.
Okay. Look, I've been trying to front this idea for quite some time now, but I've not really found a way to make it go viral, kind of.
Right.
Now, the idea that you want a better Nigeria. We know that elections can never work there. No, unless you're ready to go shake hands with Mahmoud.
Exactly.
And pay him some, I'll call it a ransom. Yeah. Unless you're prepared to do that, you're never going to win an election.
No.
The question is INEC really independent? My answer is no. They call it independent, but it is not independent.
No.
Is it not the president or the ruling party that appoints them?
Yeah.
So how can how can you go against someone who has appointed you? That's a good question to answer.
Always, it is a rhetorical question, sir. The answer is known. The answer is known to everyone, yeah, because you can't.
Exactly.
You cannot go against the same establishment that gave you your appointments. Of course, you can't.
You can't. So why are we not, saying the truth to ourselves and expanding on this narrative? Let the first action that we shall take be, unless there is an independent, electoral commission, that there shouldn't be any election that should go on in that country.
That's the position.
I don't have an answer on how they can be, how the INEC can be constituted, but I have ideas as to how that can be. I'm not sure, there are certain things that can be said, on this media because they are listening.
Of course,
they are listening.
I know it's
yes.
I think that's why most times Dr. Agbade will be like, that one is classified, that one is this, but there are few that can be shared. For example, me, I have advocated for, if we say, even for those who are asking that they want to participate in an election or what have you, right? Like the same group of people can actually mobilize locally and internationally, shut down the National Assembly of Nigeria and tell them that, listen, this 1999 constitution is fraud. It's actually the foundation of all the problems that Nigeria is currently facing right now. Until this constitution is completely done with, and in a national confab where people are actually going to come together to agree the terms and conditions of holding an election or what have you, and all that, there should be no election in
Yes.
Nigeria. If the whole place is shut down for that, we can start from there, especially for those who don't want violence. Anything after from that, yeah, everybody just put on the bulletproof vest in you, or else don't go and do solely cocon anywhere. If you don't want them to make you to
Look,
use your
so
practice, just go on, sir.
how can we, okay, look, I'm not sure how I can reach you privately,
Right.
and I will share some ideas with you. I don't want to say them
I
here,
think it's this
unfortunately.
line as well. Yeah, you see this line
Mm.
here. Even though
Yeah.
I sort of don't regularly check it, but when I expect message from it, I do go back there to just scroll and see if I will have that. So if you send one there for me, sir, I will see it,
Yeah.
and eventually when I respond, we can then continue the exchange from there. That would be great.
Not a problem. I think that's what I should do.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much. Let
You
me
have a
not take
good
much
one,
of it.
sir. Yeah, doctor, that's a very good one. So thank you so much for that. Do I have that still? Hang on. No. I think okay. Give me a sec. Let's see. So if I have taken your call, let's see that too. I know I'm having an issue there. But give me a sec. I've got to get when people call in directly like that, it sort of fence out or blocks out those who are calling through the WhatsApp. And if the call is not completely cut off, I won't be able to take another one. So let me take this. Hello there.
Mayegun.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mayegun, it's AY from Chicago. In fact,
AY.
yes, Baba. You said this your topic today, eh? It touches so deep, eh?
And that is why we want
Man.
everyone to be able to kind of spit it out. We know a lot of
Yeah,
us
it
have
touched
so
so.
much we are holding in and all that. But you see, sharing it. A lot of us have managed it. A lot of us have handled it already. Some of us are still in it. And wondering how they're gonna do it. So that's why we say if you share, you have no idea how many people you are helping. Honestly. That's why I'm happy for those who are still around with us. Like you said, it cuts deep. And you can start from anywhere, sir. Anywhere. Why?
I will try not to take much of your time,
Sure.
but because I know it's a busy line. Baba, you see, one of my friends called earlier, to February, to actually one of your, I listened to him and I laughed because I know all the story as well.
Oh, do you?
Yes. I came in maybe a couple of years before he did. So we all, grew up in the same
So there
area.
is a connection. Okay.
Uh,
Go on,
yes. I'm the only son from my family. So, and when you
first son.
grow up in a family,
Okay.
yes, so, the pressure, everything, extended family, and maybe God help you, you're the only one that's able to, just, have to make it. Just like everyone, I kept saying, you have the idea in your mind as this, savior, not kind of a savior, but because you
But it's
understand
always
it,
there.
your
Like you'll be
family.
like, once I begin
Yes,
to get
you
this, the
can.
right thing to do is
Exactly,
to change
exactly. To
uh-huh.
change, Baba. And from my own family, because I have like I'm from a family of 8, so
Right.
I have a lot of sisters.
That's a
So
large one, yeah.
when I came here and I have extended family, some of them that maybe uncles that have passed away, that we're all both raised in the same house. I have siblings, I have cousins, nephews, and and when I came to this part of the world in America, at the beginning started, to work hard. At that time in 2006, things were not the same. We don't have all these opportunities of this internet, and
Not like
you have
this
to work
then.
extra hard, not like this then. Yeah. So in every little change, even as a student, you came here, you want to start, better yourself, and pick up some sort of, studies that you want to do, and because just at least, because you know that you're going to be able to earn more money doing these things.
And
that
you're
time,
always
pressure already
carrying
started.
that responsibility too. Like
That
I have people,
responsibility.
even though you are a student
Exactly.
who is having
Of
so
course.
much to deal with, but you still
So much
carry
to
it
do.
anyway. You still
Baba, nobody
does.
cares. Oh. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know, it's always about what do you bring. And even when I left Nigeria, you know, I was doing okay on my own. I have cars, so
Just
that
before
was
you
so.
left.
Just yeah, it's family. So family
So
can
you've
like
always been
actually
like that
manage
anyway.
that.
That means you've always been like, oh, hey, here. Anyway,
Oh, way
now you
before I
can't
left
go
Nigeria,
America.
absolutely always
So
just
what happened?
Baba.
Tell me your story. What
When
got you to that
Baba,
point
when
and
I
like,
came to America,
go on, anyway.
Baba. So for me, my family is because it's so deep because I cherish my family so
That's
deeply.
amazing.
So for me, they're my everything. You know, this is my own head, though. They're my everything. So I have to help. I have to support sisters. I have to support other siblings. You know, other cousins. Everybody, AY. You know, this, that, this one in school, and I'm helping myself to the fact that I will have to even borrow. I have to borrow, call some friends, and I have to pay. So that's why I understand your matter when you're saying borrow. I understand what that feels. Because I have some friends that even some of them talk to you just not too long. You know, be like, be I do show the yam bad. Because I share you know, Baba, and Baba, okay,
because
okay,
they know who you are.
see.
They know who you are. They can't really say
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
They will be like, okay,
Exactly.
it's all right.
Baba,
But now
so,
you go no
you know,
say, man, life will live. But anyway, continue. I'm all ears.
I keep doing all this. Then, of course, after I was done with school, I got, I was able to, God help, Sha. I was able to get a better job, And in between that, I want to start my own family, things like that, That's when the big issue even come in, to have a family. Yes, so Baba. So the family there's like, this and that, just to keep a long story short, let me even get to the part that I have to, because, in the area that I grew up from, they have water issue every time in Lagos. At some point, water issue when it rains, they'll have all these things. And you have your family that will always put pressure to you, okay, Baba. So I wanted to help with what can we do every little thing. These are the times that the money is not even as bastardized as what it is today. So you know how it is when even when you have to make $100, it's how much then? Maybe I don't know, maybe like about 19,000, 20,000 naira when you change the money. So now they're about. So you have to do extra. Even with the one in school, you're supporting, doing everything. In my mind, support the family will say, do this one, you do this one, it will help. Blog this one, we'll do gutter here, we'll help here. You build all these things, do everything, Baba. Whenever I come around to Nigeria, nothing is done. Where is all this money? You don't even know that even your own mama have already started using money to buy land somewhere, which is fine, right? So, Baba, I did so many things for so long. Baba, I said I've been here since 2006, right? So it took me a while until like maybe 2017. I started to say, you know what, I cannot do this anymore.
Like 11
I have to
years
do something
after,
different.
that's when you started feeling
Baba,
like, what have I even done?
Exactly.
Like, wait to. Like, it's not I'm not
Baba,
seeing money. Like, I'm all right too. I know we say this, but what's not do? Go. Like, what have I really done?
Baba, even people you even help, or even saying, a moment you said, okay, maybe not today, maybe I'll have to see what I can do a couple of weeks or a month's time, I'll do wala. So now you get to a point, and I said to myself, okay, Shadi, if I don't feel that you're getting water issue, I don't want to do anything there anymore. I have land somewhere in Ikorodu, which means my friend knows I called you earlier. I'm going to, do something there for you. No, man, because they felt like, oh, this is your land, it's not my land. This is a family thing. I was like, what does even matter now? I'm not going to live in this part of Nigeria.
No.
I'm going to make sure that I do this for you and you can be safe and no problem. Baba, I did that behind, So I started doing that. He's one of my friends, one close friend that this friend that called you earlier knew.
Right.
I asked his brother out, please help me out here. I want to start this project, blah, blah, blah. So we started around that 2018, 2019. Towards the end of that, late 2019, we started hearing COVID, right, Baba? So, COVID thing happened 2020.
Yeah,
I said, you have to finish this thing. It slowed everybody down. So when the movement started again in Nigeria, I started rushing everything. Now, when the family get to know that I was doing something, I told them that, that was the first mistake that I made. They got there, Ogunbade, another
work. Did you say first mistake?
First mistake to even let them know that I was actually having something for them.
Go on, Baba.
They got there. This is why do you allow somebody to do something? To be stealing your money, it's taking all your money. Oh my God. Even the guy got tired. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to allow this boy to monitor everything through. I'm talking about building them a standard home, everything, making sure everything is there. About
like everything. A proper knitted family compound that everybody is there.
I'm telling you, Baba, Even people here in America were telling me, but you know what are you doing? Money, just let me do this. Let me just do this.
I want to do this for my family. I want to make sure this is for my family. I love my family so much. And then
Baba,
you called it a mistake. AY, go on. Oh, I hear you.
So now that was done. Boom. No, not even before that. I got them involved with some of the family that maybe does gates, does the window,
burglary and all that.
Burglary. Yeah. So that one said, no, you can't take someone else's job outside. Okay, fine. You take that here. So this is why they gotta get involved. Every money here, money there. Okay. Now I said I'm coming home 2021, so I will come, to see how everything was. When I got there, even some of the things that they told me they were going to do, rubbish. And I said to myself, I'm not going to make any noise. You guys are living here, fine, but I'm going to make sure that any other thing that needs to be done, maybe like run the water, the solar panel, as I wanted to put there, all going to be there perfectly, just so you guys can enjoy. So I did all that. Now, but I don't forget that I mentioned there was another house that was having water issue.
Yeah, now that was where you wanted them to leave.
To leave, so they left there. This is where. So before they left, so they moved to this new house. That one, my plan is, sell it. When you sell this, you have money. My mother does have this provisions and other things like that, right? So you're able to use this money, invest into you guys' business.
Share the money to them and say, okay, what do you want to do? What do you take everybody?
So, Baba, so I have relief. So I have relief at my own life.
Now you can face your life. Baba, all those ideas, when they are ringing in our head, sometimes we always believe that they are the perfect ideas. Now, if the idea that we have come meet money, it will come be like, say, God just wanted us to do it. You say, money. Yeah, I just want to do it. Now, tell me more.
When everything was done, I didn't. So now, in my head, I kept asking, when I get about everything about the house, have you guys sell it? Oh no, people that are coming, Naira is bad now. The price they're asking for is not this. Okay. So I trusted all my families. I trust sisters. I trust mommy. I trust I trust all these people, right? Okay, fine, Baba. And I keep sending money. I'm talking about a large amount of money every month doing this thing. I have my own, children to do things for. But now, do you know that this family ended up selling that house without me knowing?
No way. Like they didn't let you know, or they didn't tell you how much they wanted to sell it or something. Like they didn't let you know at all.
So I have no idea. They sold this house, no idea. No single idea. And now I keep sending money. They keep telling me every time if I send money this first of the week, before 2 weeks later, oh wait, even when you tell them you send 200K, 300K, buy bag of rice, buy this, how come bag of rice already finished in 3 weeks? Unbelievable. Now, Baba, and this is me even still giving money to a extended family, still having this family all over my head, Baba. They sold this place almost about 18 million.
Wow.
I had no idea. Family didn't even tell me one time like this. Now, one of my sisters decided wants to go to UK to school. All this going to UK to do your masters, whatever. They're planning behind my back. Went to one of the most expensive schools in UK. You know what? I'm just trying to do my own so that everybody can able to, to be balanced. And so I have my own life.
To have their head above water.
Exactly, Baba. Do you know that these people did everything, went to the airport, smiled, everything, did everything behind me? I didn't have no idea. Got to UK, no idea, nothing. Not even know that they've sold the house, nothing, right? So this was almost like almost 2 months later. It was one of my siblings, not even siblings, my cousins, one of them that I sent to university. They were just like, you know that my auntie has traveled, like things like that. Yeah, I don't think it's real. It was that girl that actually messaged me on WhatsApp. They have to tell me something so that I'll have to know.
She won't be like be part of it.
Baba, by the time I heard, Baba, I wanted to faint. I could not believe it because this is my family. These people that have lived all my life for. These people that have lived everything for. My ego, I've never had a heart broken until that moment. I felt what heartbreak means. Like I felt it. Like I was
so
sweating.
These are the people I'm actually having sleepless night, racking my brain, doing all of this. I want to do this. So I actually mean nothing. That's why you feel like,
I'm telling you. Before then, we didn't know. Yeah, sorry. We thought maybe you were able to help us. When you go to abroad as well, the load will be off. But why didn't you tell me? But also, Baba. Till today, I'm telling you now. Even other money being wasted. everything being done, I'm still be the one to, and now I now told them myself, like, you know what, I can't kill myself anymore.
At least.
Whatever I can do, I'll continue to do to you, which is the feeding, which, you know, even normally, and they'll use this rhetoric or this manipulating of religion. You cannot do you cannot even use that on me. So I totally went off. This is my own family, Baba. That's since I'm telling you, I knew early this year. Since early this year, Baba, I will get common sense, serious common sense. And I said to myself, even outside that, I've been
it's always like kind of going to end in regrets. Nobody can help anybody out of anything. Just do what you can and please concentrate on your life. Is what advice I'll give people, Baba.
That's it, Baba. Thank you so much. That's what I'm telling you, Baba. That is what any advice I can give anybody. Do your best.
Baba.
Do your best and just leave the rest.
Just leave the rest. So you cannot kill yourself. Lean on me. Lean on me. Don't be saying you can't press my neck, die. Sure you get. God bless you. AY. That's another one. You see what people have suffered, especially in the your first trusted go-to people are going to be your family. If you've been through a lot together, and then they deserve the best from you. The moment you begin to but what we have done, what many of us have done, is that we lost ourselves and we begin to feel like we can actually single